what consent actually is and how culture has kind of twisted it. And I say kind of twisted it. I should probably just say it twisted it, right? Making consent more difficult than it is, more complicated than it is really why we've gotten to this point. Because it really has never been super complicated. But we're going to get into how society made that more complicated, made consent more complicated than it really is. All consent is clear, ongoing, freely given, reversible, enthusiastic. That's consent. Those are the forms consent comes in. It comes in clear, it's ongoing, it's freely given, it's most definitely reversible, and it's most definitely enthusiastic. We'll dive into that because that's it. It's not silent. It's not an assumption. It's not owed. Okay? It's not negotiated under pressure. But culture didn't teach us that. Culture taught men like me that if she doesn't say no, it's fine. If she came over, she's interested. If you've done it before, okay, in the past, you don't have to ask again. If you're in a relationship, it's implied. And if she changes her mind, man, that's just her being dramatic. That's just them being dramatic. Okay? And I know you guys, the first thing you guys are going to think of is, really, we got to do this whole freaking, are you, okay with this? Or do you want to have sex? Yes, bitch. Yes. Yes, we do. Can we do it in a way that doesn't mess up the mood? If the mood is right, nothing is going to mess it up. Those ideas are not misunderstandings. This is where we need to be sharp. They're not misunderstandings. Those things that I just mentioned about what culture taught us are entitlements. Entitlements that we've gotten used to. Unfortunately, entitlement is the root of what? Scream it out. Sexual violence. It is. So let me talk directly to men real quick. Men, listen carefully. If you've ever felt irritated when someone pulled away, if you've ever thought, we were already in it, okay? If you've ever rolled your eyes at enthusiastic consent, when I was naming that stuff in the beginning, if you rolled your eyes, that discomfort that you have is conditioning. Don't let anybody tell you differently. I swear to you, it's conditioning. I was conditioned that way. Okay? I had those thoughts before. It's not hard to believe because the majority of us were conditioned that way. We were likely taught that masculinity equals pursuit. No means maybe. Not now means in a couple seconds. That dominance equals confidence. That stopping when asked to stop is a sign of weakness. That is what we were taught. Real strength will pause. Real strength will ask. Real strength will adjust. Guys, consent isn't about proving something. It isn't. It's about you protecting something. And here is something we don't say often enough. You don't lose power by asking. You don't kill the mood by asking. And if you do, you struck out. Move on. It wasn't the right person. But I swear to God, 9 times out of 10, you gain trust. That shit is hot. Don't believe me. I'm not speaking out of my ass. These are tried and true. Give it a shot. The hell do I know, right?